Hi everyone, this is Dan Reed and welcome to Academic Writing 101. In this episode we're going to discuss a question that comes up in various college classes: how to determine if a source is academic. In my own courses I've asked my students to, for instance, use only academic sources for an essay. This, of course, leads to the question of what constitutes an academic source. It's important to be clear here that an academic source and a credible source, another term you'll frequently hear about when writing essays, are not the same thing. A credible source is any source that can be considered reliable or accurate. An academic source, on the other hand, is a credible source that is specifically written by and for academics, people such as your professor and maybe even one day, you. So, how can you tell if a source is academic? While there are of course many different kinds of academic sources, let me offer you three common features of all of them. First, where was the source published? Academic sources, not surprisingly, tend to appear in academic journals or academic books. One way to tell if a journal or book is academic is to see if it is peer-reviewed. That means other experts looked over the essay or article in question and said it was okay. If you are still in doubt, you can also ask your professor if a journal or book is academic. They'll almost certainly be able to tell you. The second feature common in academic sources is citations. You know those systems like MLA or APA your professors make you use? Well, professional academics use those too. One quick way to tell if a source is academic is to flip to the back of the essay or book and look for a works cited or bibliography page, one mentioning all the sources that author used. If such a page is missing, the source probably isn't academic. The third common feature in academic sources is academic authors. So, who is the author of your source? Here, look for authors who are professors, or who have advanced degrees, or who work in the field in question. If the author doesn't fit these standards, then the source may still be credible, but it probably is not academic. In many of the papers you write for college, you will only be required to use credible sources, which may not have any of the features mentioned here, and those sources are great. But if an assignment requires academic sources, ask yourself these three questions. Was the source published in an academic journal or book? Does it have citations? Was it written by an expert? If you can answer yes to all three of these questions, then your source is most likely academic. So that's it for me, everyone. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Created using Powtoon.